Call again, Jesse Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Well, guys, it is going to be an electric start here today. It is so exciting down here on the field. As you know, Indiana coming off their first national championship in school history in college football. The fans are praised. It is electric, but Coach Cignetti knows they cannot rest on their laurels of last season. With so many guys gone and the Heisman Trophy winner gone, they have to start over today. They can't wait to get on the field and prove this Indiana team can sustain success against North Texas. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So the North Texas Mean Green offense takes the field, and they'll try to put together the first drive of the game. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap.
Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
To start for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quick strike complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. On the run, it's White. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson will throw. Got his man. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The mean green needing only a sliver of green to convert on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
North Texas really has it going on offense. The option, the keeper. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
On the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Jackson gonna throw it, using the back as a receiver on the screen.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on second and short. The run to the right. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on third down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on fourth?
On fourth down, looking to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Made a defender miss. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagons.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Mean Green. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Coming out with it, it's Morris. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. The run inside. It's Beebe. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. They finally get the glory. Everything changes as far as program expectations when you win that first national championship. Fans, boosters, alumni, media, now all expecting much, much more, aren't they, David?
Yeah, but you still get to celebrate because you were the king. You were the king.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get him in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rides to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. There he goes. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the left side. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game. Gonna run it. It's White. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Back open in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Going for the marker on the ground. Big on big, man on man in the deep. It's wins on 4th down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the move, it's White. Got a little grass. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up, so it's only going to help this offense and make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off play action on first down. Pulls it in. It's shot. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Throwing right. It's complete. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Finds the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Grabbed over the middle, it's shot. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Here's a heat. And they got him. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Ball State Cardinals.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
The Hoosiers head coach told me at the half they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Hoover. Right on the money. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Running inside, it's Beebe. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll field this one in tight quarters. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Turning it on. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's first and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
To the air on second down. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going to run it. Moving past the 25. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. North Texas could see if they could get a chunk play here on 2nd and inches. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls it on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. That's caught. It's Preston. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught behind the line. It's Beebe. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We've reached a break, and North Texas has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's shot. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for room. It's Beebe. Got enough for the first. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
You talk about frustrating for a defense. You think you got them stuck, you got them backed up, third and long, and they run the ball for a first down. Oh, it makes you so mad.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. He'll take it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. The Hoosiers have taken it inside the 20. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Finds his big tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now to being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They're going to run it to the right. Oh, he's got some space. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's White. Push down for the tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, going to the air. At the 35, he's got room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on first down. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Using his legs, it's White. Finding some room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Going to the run, it's Alexander. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And they'll send out the field goal unit. From right in the center of the field, straight on to win the game. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in. Puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely